All right, cool. Thanks, guys, for joining. Much appreciated. Yeah, it looks like all the microphones are muted, so keep it that way till the end of this, where then you can ask some questions about the features I'm about to go over. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Today, we are going to be discussing timesheets. In particular about timesheets, I'll just be showing the Office version of timesheets for now. Just a heads up, we do have the Android delivered and ready to go for people who use Androids. The iOS will probably be in the next week or so. And I wanted to wait till both versions are available to show the mobile app version of Timesheets. Even though the mobile app is very simple, it's just a clock in, clock out sort of thing with a signature. But Daniel in 2 weeks will be showcasing the mobile app version of Timesheets. But for now, I wanted to touch base on the Office version, so the Office staff is aware and knows how to utilize it. With timesheets, we have to enable it for you. Just a quick FYI is there will be a cost associated with timesheets that we've built out. But for now, if you want to test it out and get on a trial with it to see how it works with your team, let us know. Contact us, sales@servicebridge.com, and let us know you want us to turn it on so you can try it out. So yeah, we'd love to hear some feedback of how it is and how it works for your team. So I'll show timesheets in just a second. And then the second portion, just go over again commissions. So setting up a commission role for either a sales technician, a sales representative, or a tech in the field. We've had a lot of questions about how to execute that. So I'll just quickly brush on that and answer any questions that come up. Cool. So timesheets. Yeah, this is in some time. We've been in the works for this for a couple months now. Finally, it's been built out. We really are happy with it. Timesheets will essentially allow your team to track techs or craftsmen, technicians in the field, and they can clock in, clock out for particular blocks of their day. So if you need to track their travel, if you need to track their actual just working hours, if you need to track lunch, overtime, things like that, this is a really precise, easy way to do that. Obviously, it's like a digital version of any other normal time clock. A little bit different than time cards, which is what we had before. It's got more functionality, and most importantly, it has more reporting capabilities. So yeah, let's get into that. I am sharing my screen right now. So again, wait till the end to ask some questions. So once it's enabled, what you would do is go to the gear icon here in the top right corner, and then just select timesheets. And so the first thing you probably want to do when you launch timesheets is set up two things, the codes and the tags. And so the difference between the time codes and the tags is the codes will probably be used for the different things that a person in the field or someone you're tracking will be doing. So whether that's lunch, maybe that's on the clock, regular hours. Maybe you need to track overtime. You need to track travel. Other things your business might use. This is essentially the use case for time codes. So you just essentially add a new one. You just type in the time code name, the description, and if it's billable. So if it is billable, you'd put the rate of what you will be giving them. And so if it's overtime, obviously it's like time and a half, you'd give them that. If it's regular work hours, give them the regular rate per hour, so forth. So once that's created, as you can see, I've already created that here. A rate per hour is billable, and those are set up accordingly. Down to tags. Tags is mainly used for reporting. So if you want to do it by location, if you want to do it by like the industry, I wouldn't necessarily tag it by the actual work order number, but maybe just maybe if this technician is going to be on a particular job for weeks on end, maybe you just name it like the customer and then the job, or maybe it's the Smith project they're on. It's hard to define tags because it's very use case can be so many things, but just know it's probably more efficient for reporting capabilities. And within each timesheet, they can add multiple tags, so it's not just one tag. While with codes, it's just one code. With tags, they can add a multiple amount of tags. So all you do with tags is just name it and describe it. And so once these are set up, basically I'd go to the personnel file of each technician, and let's go to myself, and then I would go down to timesheets, and then within each personnel record, there's this tab that says timesheets. And from the office, what you could do is you can actually create a timesheet for a technician. So we've already created one for, I think that's just today. Yep, today. And as you can see, the period is today. Submission date, there's nothing right here right now because they haven't submitted it. And they've put in 11 hours. However, the technician in the field has not submitted this timesheet. And that's important to know, which Daniel will showcase in 2 weeks, is when the technician is done with the timesheet, he does have to submit it back to the office. And there's a feature that allows you just to click submit. And then once he hits submit, it will ask the technician to sign it with their finger, just to verify that this is them. And then they'll send it off back to this office. And then this status would change over to submitted. Because maybe there's changes that need to happen with the timesheet. So before the crafts technician fully feels it's good to go, they can edit it and then they can submit it to the office. So as you can see with this today's timesheet, just to kind of go over it, as you can see down here, here are the entries that have been inputted by the technician in the field. So from 7 to 8, there was an hour of travel, nothing described. From 9 to 12, he had on-the-clock regular hours for 3 hours. 12 to 1, he took a lunch. Back to work 1 to 5 for 4 hours. And then he worked from 5 to 7, which we would then consider that overtime. And so as you know, with each code, there was a specific per hour rate. And as you look up top here, you'll notice we even group it by time code, how much was dedicated to each code. And then you can see the period and the total hours that were put in for today. And then if there's any audit history you want to check, so this is also nice to see with any of our features, you'll notice that there is an audit history attached to it. So this allows your team to dig into any changes that were made. So and group it by user. So you notice Kevin today, myself, around 11:25, I put this stuff in. I created this one. I created this one. So if there's any edits and you really need to dig into when and who did the edit, the audit history would take care of that. If you need to edit a timesheet entry for this person, you can do that. So this allows you to edit their timesheet entry in the office. So you can change their clock in time, clock out, the time code, and like I said before, you can add multiple tags. So maybe this is also part of the Klein job and the Smith project. So we'll save it. Cool, so this shows is timesheets for today. If we go back, if you need to add one, let's go back down to timesheets. And let's create a new one for tomorrow. Or let's do it for yesterday. So 9/27, same screen as before. Let's add a new one. So yesterday, kind of the same sort of deal. I started from 7 to 8 and I traveled for the Klein job, and just save it. And so as you notice, these will start to accumulate and you can add them as need be and have the office take care of this. So this is only when the office needs to do it. Obviously, the whole purpose is the person in the field to take care of all these entries. And this is where you would see them and edit them if need be. So yeah, that's kind of the personnel file to view that. So yeah, each obviously personnel person will have this timesheet entry as an active employee. Again, they have to be an active subscriber of ours for timesheets to be used. So be aware of that. And then of course with this duration range, you can look at the month. You can look at even you can narrow it down by ones that were rejected, approved, and that's good to know too. Is you can reject timesheets. So if for some reason you'd have them change something, you can tell them it's been rejected and tell them what to change. Or, excuse me, approve it as well. Approve or reject. So that's within each staff member. Let's dig into a more broader report, which would showcase all of our team members' timesheets. So what we do then is we go to the reports section, and let's just create a brand new accounting report. And then the report type, I will go all the way down to timesheets, the very last one. And let's create a new one here. And so what this is going to do is a couple things on the left-hand side here is showcase a couple things. You can click on the timesheet fields like tags, description, time in, time out, total hours, things like that. And not only that, we're going to pull over any personnel custom fields. So again, this is up to you. This is probably fields that aren't relevant right now. We can change these, but if you need to put in personnel custom fields in this report, you can do that. So as you notice right now on the right-hand side of this report, I'm showing just the month of September. I'm showing just the employee of Kevin. If I wanted to show what company he's a part of, so if you have a multi-unit company that you work for, you can display which company it's a part of. So we're showing Kevin's timesheets for today and yesterday, time in, time out for each one, the codes, the tags, descriptions, total hours. And if you'd like, you can make this easy by grouping it by the employee. And how to do that is real simple. Just drag employee up to here. And then as you notice, now we're grouping Kevin here. And if there was more, it'd be grouped by another employee. Furthermore, if you want to sum the total hours, if that's important to see, go to the total hours field here. And what I would do is click on this pencil, and I would sum it in the footer and group footer. And then as you notice, when I save it, if I go over to total hours, you see it's here. It's 12 hours total for the month. So some more information, just some more reports, data sets for you to work with. You can obviously maneuver this like any report. You can maneuver it, twist it, and edit it how you'd like. And then you'd save it. And then it's always there at your disposal to pull up. So if you need to run a timesheet report once a week, once a month, create it how you'd like, set the duration, and you're able to easily export it to a CSV or Excel format. So cool. So reiterate again, this is only the Office version. Daniel in 2 weeks will most likely do the iOS version, and he'll probably again show the Office real quick for new people that have arrived to see how both of them translate. So just a heads up for now, this is only the Office version. Obviously, you probably want to see the mobile app, which will be shown. And we'll send out a release information of when the iOS is going to be released. It should be sometime next week. All right, great. So let's switch gears, switch over to commission roles, a little bit different. So what I would do with commission roles is I'd go to company settings, and I will go down to commission roles. And so with commission roles, what this is allowing you to do is set up a commission role either like per person, or if it's like a group of people, whether it's just for your technicians or just for your sales reps. And so what you notice as well is there's a lot of information you'll see to fill out with commission roles, which now we have allowed you to clone it. So if you need to clone it and maybe make a small change, that might be your best approach. If you need to add a brand new commission role, just go ahead and click the plus button. But let's just show you a role that has been created just to show you some data in it. So let's go to our sales rep role. Let's edit it. As you notice at the top, we've named it sales rep. We've confirmed that this is a sales representative. This is not active by a time period. So what this shows is a starting calculation date, how often the period is, if they want to reach a bonus, so what's their target amount? Maybe they need to sell 500 to get $500 as a bonus. You can also set up commissions by invoice size. So if they reach a commission size of 10,000, maybe they receive a $1,000 bonus. Configure commission rate for future added products and services. So what this means is then if your team goes ahead and adds more products and services down the line, this will be, the products and services will automatically be commissionable instead of having to readjust this every time you add inventory. So you include yes, you give us a flat rate if needed, and confirm if it's using invoice price. The commission type, this is important to note. So is it on just an invoice when they send out? Or are you paying on just invoice? Are you going to pay commissions maybe just on one payment, or pay commissions when everything is paid in full? So cool. So down here, you will see all your products and services, and you'll notice here all have been applied the 5% rate. So you can make it easy and just apply them all to all your products and services. So they're all 5%. And as you notice on the right side, it'll show what the percentage is. So for a mosquito barrier, that's $199.95. If you put a 5% commission rate on it, that sales rep receive $10. So cool. Now I know kind of a little bit to go through, but once it's done, you can save it, and it's easy to then assign it to a particular personnel member. So let's notice let's see, the commission roll has been saved. The next thing we'll probably want to do is assign it to someone on our team. So maybe we just hired Kevin to join us as a sales representative. We definitely want him to receive commission. So we'd go to his name, and then we'd scroll down to payroll setup, and we would confirm that he is a sales representative, and then we would assign that sales rep role to him. So easy enough. So that sales rep is already on his radar now. It's assigned to him, and then when you create work orders or estimates, basically what you would do is you'd select the person, the customer, and then down here, sales representative, this is where you would select who will receive commissions. So then when this job is worked on and there's products and services added to it and it's invoiced and paid, this will always be tied that Kevin was the sales representative so that he should get paid accordingly. So once that is finished and the project is invoiced and set up, he should receive a commission on it. And then you would do that by going to the reports. So I want to make it aware, because this question does come up a lot. When you set up commission roles for people, it's only from the moment you set up that role going forward. And that includes also jobs that have been invoiced. So you can't retroactively assign commissions to people like a week ago. It's only from jobs that have been created like after the role has been assigned. So just be aware of that. A lot of people ask, why can't I see commissions for last week or 2 weeks ago? It's just from the moment that it's been assigned. So unfortunately, I don't have any roles or setup, but just to have heads up, just to show you where this would be, you go to the reports section, and then it's a static report called commissions report. And then what you'd be able to do with this report is really easy. Just select your duration. You select which team member that you would like to look at. So let's see if Michael has any for the month. Let's actually look at a little further back. Let's see if he's got any going here. He does not. Let's see if anybody else has anything. No, it doesn't. Okay, so basically it would just detail who the customer was, the status. I think I should be able to, it should be able to showcase in the personnel file. But it just will show you the job that has been assigned and the commission that they made for that job, and what they should be paid out. And if they have multiple commission roles, you can select which commission role you're looking at. And then as you notice here, you'll see the amount that they're getting and the role that they have assigned, the job number, things like that. So you can pull a monthly report that just shows essentially how much you owe. This isn't tied to anything. It's not tied to QuickBooks. It's not tied to any accounting software. This is just an easier way for your team to see how much needs to be added to that person's paycheck based on products and services that they sold. Just an FYI, the advanced commission module, which is what I showed you under the company profile, this little tab that says commissions roll. If you don't see that in your account, let us know. That's actually a module that we would have to enable. So we try to enable it for everybody that gets started with us. But if for some reason you were before when this got launched, you might not see it, and just let us know and we can enable it for you. So hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let us know. There is a document of this a detailed written article of commissions in our support page, support.servicebridge.com. So if you need to see a written version of what I just went over, you can let me know. So cool. Yeah, that was it for now. I kind of went over those pretty quickly, but I'm sure questions maybe have come up. So I will use this opportunity now to let you unmute your microphone and fire away, or you can just chat me with the window box on the control panel. Let me know if you have any questions about timesheets or commissions. Well, that's good news so far. Maybe I did a good job of explaining it. Cool. That sounds great. I'm curious if anybody's going to want to have it enabled. Oh, good question, Christine. So when will it be available for Android? It is available for Android. And this is a good question, because what we did was we soft launched it to our Android users. So I think that was like 40% of our users received it. If you didn't receive it, like if you go to your app and you check for updates and it's not there, let us know. sales@servicebridge.com. I believe we have to send you a link to download it. So good question. And try first to download it through the app on the phone or device. And if you don't see it, email us and we will send you a link to download it, as well as we will enable it for your account. Yeah, Christine, we actually have to enable it for you. Good question. So send us an email, sales@servicebridge.com. That goes to a bunch of people. So we will see it and get back to you promptly with letting you know that we haven't enabled it for your account. I hope you guys try it out at least. We want feedback. We would love to hear what you think about it, and if it helps your team really just track employees' hours more efficiently. Levon, does that mean you just joined the webinar that you missed it? Is that what I am assuming? If you did miss this webinar, or if you need to pass this webinar on to other people of your team, I always post the recorded versions of my webinars on our support page, support.servicebridge.com. If you click on community and then product webinars, there will be a link to view it there. So support.servicebridge.com, then click on community, and then product webinars. Cool. I hope you guys come back in 2 weeks. We'll definitely showcase the. We could show both the Android and iOS. Maybe there's some aesthetic differences, but functionality is exactly the same. I know we have more iOS users on our system, so that's usually what our default is. So cool. I think that's it. If no more questions, let me know. But again, you can always reach us, sales@servicebridge.com. Let us know if you want us to help you out with this, and hope you guys get to try it out. And yeah, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks for joining. Take care, guys.